got the part set up in the mill here. I have this bolt to prop it up, and it's clamped in from the side. And then I have this guy in the back to stop it from wanting to turn that way. So this is going to take a while, so I'll bring you back. Okay, it looks alright. So we'll do this side next. I'll bring you back. Okay, so I just finished my first pass. I'm not sure why this milling machine does this, but as I feed this way, it tends to make these steps. It doesn't make a continuous pass. They're not much off. It's only within like 5 thou or so, but it just sucks because I can feel it and I can see it. So I only really use this for surfaces that just need to be flat enough, and not for, you know, sealing surfaces. So let me take a measurement and see where we're at. Alright, let's see. Well, okay. We're at about 523 thou. My drawing says to go 3/8 of this thickness, but to tell you the truth, I mean, I really like the look of 1/2 inch. I think that looks a lot better. If it's 3/8, it might just be a little too thin, and this is a support. This dimension doesn't matter at all, so I'm just going to change it to 1/2 inch. So this machine, again, you know, it doesn't have a crank to move the knee up. It just has this lever. So we're going to move the knee up 22 thou. Hold on. Have much room here. Okay, let's go with that. Let's lock that. Lock this over here. Okay, so I'm going to start another pass. So I just finished the final pass. This one came out way better. I don't know if you can see that, but this one's nice and smooth. It came out way better. I forgot, so every time I use this damn thing, it's never big enough, and I can never actually use this support for the overarm support. This bracket here, you see, it stops the overarm from flexing like this. So I realized I can use that this time, and when I did, it made it way better. So we're done with milling this side. The next step is we're going to actually drill the holes on this. Then we're going to use those holes to mount on the mill again. Hopefully it all fits, and then we can get this other last surface down here. Alright, so now we're gonna lay out these holes. Looking at the drawing here, it is, well, it's kind of upside down. Let me turn this. It is 3/4 of an inch from the side here, so we're gonna just make it should be good to cover everything. Okay, so 3/4. And these from the side. Again, this is a rough casting line, so these sides aren't perfect, but the position of these holes aren't perfect either. Okay, and then we have 1 inch 142 thousandths from this edge. I don't need that kind of precision, especially since this is just a rough casting line. Okay, so, and then this guy down here is going to be, let me first spot these. There's one. There's two. So the third one, damn, the only dimension I have is it's 1¼ inches from these two, so I'm gonna have to, let's see, 1¼ Okay. So then we're going to do 2" 9/1000. That's where it is up top. Now I have to locate it this way. Again, this is really rough, so why don't we just take this dimension here, 1" 980, and divide it by 2. Just do that. Make sure that's roughly the same. Okay. Again, these are just mounting bolts, so nothing, you know, this is not critical at all, so I'm not going to spend a bunch of time spotting these holes. Yeah, that looks pretty good. This stupid plastic top to the drill press was rattling, so I clamped it down and hoping it goes away. Oh yeah, that's way better. So we ran into a bit of a problem. So the hole looks good here. It's kind of like in the, if this is a circle here, this radius right here, and if it's kind of like in the middle of that circle. However, on this side, you can see that we're getting up on to the wall here, and the reason for that is because in my drawing, so if you can see here, I don't know if you can, but I have a fillet here, right, when I made the pattern for the casting. So it's kind of a smooth corner. In my drawing, that corner is sharp. I needed to put the fillet there for the casting because you never want any sharp corners. So what we're going to have to do is either I'm going to have to file this away or mill it away. But it shouldn't be a big deal. I think it should fix it. I think it should. So I'm going to try to mill it in the drill press. Again, I don't have a vertical milling machine. The only milling machine I have is the small horizontal one. So we're going to see how well this works. I don't have much to take off. Okay, let's give this a shot. Alright, I'm just going to keep doing this. I'll bring it back. So the milling worked fine, but I think what the issue was when I drew this part up in SolidWorks. What I should have done was make a recess in this part so the bolt head could fit. I could come in here and like maybe with a keyway cutter or something and mill out, you know, a relief there, but yeah, I'm gonna have to do that down the road because I don't have anything right now. But what I'm gonna do is I just want to clean this up, just kind of smooth everything together. Okay, that looks a lot better. So what I'm gonna have to do is either mount it with a smaller shaft bolt so I can fit the head, cut the keyway or cut the groove in here with the keyway cutter, or I can elongate the hole this way, make it kind of like an oblong. But I think for now, since I'm not going to be mounting the engine anytime soon because the engine doesn't exist right now, I'm just going to leave it and we're going to move on. So you can see if I use a 3/8 bolt, it looks perfectly fine, and that'll do the job. And even a 1/2 inch, I was just checking, even a 1/2 inch needs just barely anything. So I don't know what I'll do yet, but again, we're going to move on.